Hey, this is Ryan Stedham, and today we're going to go over how to set up the Braskey door prop, the crush prop, and the garage door prop. So this is configured for an inward swing and an outward swinging door, and it's very simple to set up. You can use up to 3 wood chocks, and they go like so. The more chocks you have, the harder it's going to be. If you're beginning, start with 1, move to 2, and then move to 3. This door is built so that you can attack it at each level. You can go low, middle, or high, or you can have 2 people working on high and low. A tip is if you're using just this, take a wooden wedge on the door side and stick it behind the chock. That way you don't create an extra gap for yourself. Another tip is when you're actually forcing the door, don't use wooden wedges to capture your progress, use an aluminum wedge. So another thing you can do, in addition to adding 1 to 3 wooden chocks, is you can fasten or loosen these bolt heads, and what that does is it pushes this door up against the frame more so you have less of a gap. You can just take an adjustable wrench to match the size of the head of this bolt and screw it in or screw it out. So this is the crush prop, and what this is, it's to simulate creating a gap on a commercial door. You can also use it to drive carriage bolts through to simulate a drop bar. And what you'll do is you'll take a metal commercial door, you'll cut it in half and place one of the halves in this frame. Take this bar off, it's just a double nut, and then secure it back once the door is in place. The carriage bolts drill through, place your bolts with the nut, and then you can work on the door that way. So this is the garage door or roll-up door prop. This is to simulate making horizontal cuts with a K12 or a K9. So this is how the door looks once it's set up. We have a cache of commercial door panels that you can install, and this is how it looks on the back side and how we install them. So you can unscrew these, remove one panel, unscrew this, remove the panel, put the panel in, and then tighten them back up. In addition to using these basic wooden chocks that are 2x2, you can take a 2x4 and lay it vertically. That way you can work on making sure that you get a full depth cut on your K12. Another addition that we have is the Rebar Tree. This is similar to what we've used at TCC, except we can make continuous cuts on multiple pieces of rebar. These are really easy. You just unthread these bolts, slide the rebar out, put a new piece in, tighten the bolts. There's different configurations and different heights, so you can cut over your head, at chest height, at ground level. It all depends on how you set it up. So the last prop we have is the Brassy Lock. What this simulates is forcing a padlock. So it's really easy to set up. You break the lock in half, you take the top of the lock, you insert it into both sides of the chain, insert the top of the lock into the bottom of the lock, line your holes up. This takes 4D penny nails, it only takes 2. Once your nails are in, you bend the back of the nails, that way the nails don't fall out. You can add more nails to make it more difficult.